and going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. In at small forward. And for the Rockets, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital. And second chance points may just decide this game.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Van.
That's a shot he can make.
Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Buries it down low.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Outside, Green. Can't hit from in close. Now the Warriors with it. Curry passes to Moody. Lets the 3 fly. Curry's shot is off.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Pass to Brooks. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Curry. Şengün, a screen on Curry. And the basket by Van Vliet.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Ooh, Thompson with the block. Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. Thompson with it. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jimmy Butler.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Inside. Şengün with a steal. Here we go. Thompson against Butler. Thompson scanning the floor. Şengün, the screen. And it's Thompson penetrating. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Curry finds Green. Takes a step back. Here's Butler. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now here's Şengün. Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Van Vliet's got 7 points.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. The Rockets lead by 9. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach NBA2k for a minute, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph. Ryan?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Warriors trail by 11. Curry passes to Green to snap the cold streak. Good D by Şengün.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Here's Curry. After the basket by Houston. Gets the three to fall.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that three off. Beautiful shot.
Here's Green. The open J off the mark. Warriors trail by 10. Outside Podziemski. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. What a rookie year for Brandon Podziemski. A seamless transition into the league.
You talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. Now, that's some heady play for a rookie. Podziemski, he's got a great calmness and a great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
And he sinks the second. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. After the basket by Houston. Here's Curry. Rebound by Van Vliet. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Thompson. Şengün, the screen. Shoots from the baseline. Thompson, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Moody on the wing. Now Butler. Brooks defending. And Jimmy Butler, good for three.
And that's how you share the ball. They got what they wanted, and Butler put the finishing touches on it.
Curry against Van Vliet. Şengün, a screen on Curry. To the inside. And Şengün, throw it down.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Brooks outside. Pass to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. To the middle. Here's Moody. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
That's a terrific pass right there by Jimmy Butler. Just wants to win.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Van Vliet. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Moody. Payton's checked in for Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. Outside Whitmore. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Trace Jackson Davis picks one up.
In addition to skill set, most rookies need to adjust physically to the NBA. Not Whitmore. He's got grown man strength.
2 shots.
The first one falls. He does not get the second one. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shoot 2.
he makes the first. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Throws it up high, and Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, even though Hield can pull up from anywhere, you love that he's always looking to find a shot for his teammate.
Eason, the pass to Şengün. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Jackson Davis a screen, and here's Curry for 3. And so it's the Houston Rockets, ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, down low. Outside Eason to the paint. Here's Smith. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
Well, BA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
First free throw is good. Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately is the small ball era starting to wind down.
Well, BA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6 foot, 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
And so Curry nails both of them. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Pass to Curry. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
If you're the D, you cannot let Curry do that to you, using that handle to get where he wants to go on the floor.
Şengün, a screen on Curry. Holiday. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Puts it up. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Rockets. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Şengün. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. Down low. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Şengün, a screen on Hield. Here's Whitmore. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Hield, a screen on Holiday. Back to Hield. To the inside. Oh, Oh, Stephen Curry, shot maker extraordinaire.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Houston making some changes. Thompson comes in for Whitmore, and Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Hield. Golden State on D. 6-point game. Eason finds Şengün. Screen by Eason. Clock at 6. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Takes a three. Van Vliet misses. The Warriors have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Curry looking it over. Nice D from Thompson. The Rockets lead by 6. Over Payton. Smith outside. Şengün, a screen on Curry. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Houston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for Houston, Alfred Şengün. Taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And he can't hit the second. Out to Thompson. And here's Van Vliet. 13 points in the game. Clock at 2. He gets it in there. Şengün's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Pass to Payton. Green against Şengün. Green, the pass to Kuminga. Green, a screen. Kuminga's shot is off. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Outside, Green. The 3 from Curry. Connects from downtown. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Van Vliet against Curry. Thompson outside. Here's Eason. Kuminga pulls it in. Warriors trail by 8. Curry takes it in. And here's Green from the arc. And he gets it back. Şengün with a steal. It's stolen by Kuminga. Outside Payton. It's Pajemski on the wing. Smith with it. Now Pajemski defending. Here's Eason. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Line for your Rockets, Eason. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. So for the Rockets, Dylan Brooks checked in for Smith, and Green is subbed in for Alperen Şengün. And the Warriors making a switch here. Eason hits them both. Warriors trail by 10. Outside, Green. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Brooks finds Thompson. And here's Van Vliet. Moody defends. Van Vliet scanning the floor. 5 on the clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Eason. Houston with another miss. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Thompson left side. From downtown. No good. That's his 3rd miss out of 5 attempts. Warriors trail by 10. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Van Vliet, the pass to Green. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. Smith, he's checked in for Eason.
First team foul. For your Rockets, number 10.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Back to Butler. Pass to Hield. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Hield's got his first 2 points of the night.
A little tease there from Buddy Hield, showing his explosiveness. Undersized, but able to convert inside.
Here's Van Vliet. Drops in the layup for 2. Van Vliet's got 15 points.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Outside Hield. Green with a screen on Green. Hield for 3. Drops in the 3. Hield's got his second basket of the game.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
Pass to Green. Here's Van Vliet. Over Green. Rebounded by Butler.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. From deep 3-point range. The shot no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Houston up 5. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, but we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs, please. And measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Oh, we're seeing a tremendous game from Fred VanVleet.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperon Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's VanVleet in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Curry driving to the basket. On the wing, Green inside. Thompson, no good. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Trailing by 5. Pass to Butler. Curry against VanVleet. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Fires in the triple. Şengün's got 10.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
You know, Grant and VanVleet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. VanVleet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
They get it back. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for your Rockets, Alperon Şengün, taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Şengün. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Here's Green. Green in the lane.
And fighting his way through. Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
Pass to Moody. Outside Podziemski. To the paint. Here's Green. Lays it up and banks it in. Green's gotten 4 this quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. It doesn't go for him. Green with the defensive effort. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on him in Thompson. And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career. I mean, so much glue in this guy as Draymond focuses on making all the winning plays that he possibly can.
Back to Van Vliet. Van Vliet double team. 6 to shoot. Here's Şengün. Off target from three-point range.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Curry passes to Green. Shoots over Thompson. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Houston has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Tries to break his ice. Oh, Green with a block.
And Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
Van Vliet double team. Now Green. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Podziemski into the lane. Ooh, Thompson with the block. Green with the ball. Now Podziemski. Oh,
yes, sir.
Oh, my.
Throw that one up top.
What a play. And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
The 3 from Curry. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Now here's Curry. He's got 19. Pass to Butler. Nifty move. Back to Curry. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Brooks. Şengün with it. They double him with Curry. And here's Thompson for 3. Another 3 from Houston. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively and just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting up.
Now here's Green. Thompson with a screen to the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 5 now.
Well, heady plays like that are what Jimmy Butler is all about. He knows where the defense is.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Alperin Şengün. Eason comes in for Thompson. And Whitmore subbed in for Brooks. Pass to Green. Down low. Here's Van Vliet. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Van Vliet's got 20 points.
And when Van Vliet kicks it up a notch, get out of his way. Keep letting him do his thing.
To the inside. Here's Butler. Smith with the rebound. The Rockets lead by 7. Pass to Green. Now Van Vliet. Green, a screen. The 3. Van Vliet misses. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Now here's Butler. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. There's the triple. Here's Jackson Davis. And there it is for him.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Van Vliet outside. Pulls it in from the elbow. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket. Always ready to take it inside.
Back to Podziemski. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Podziemski's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And it's Green missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Payton. Pass to Butler. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. And the Rockets making a change here. Adams is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Kuminga's checked in. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Green with the ball. And it's Hield picking him up. Takes the hit and scores inside. Green.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence. I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And we've reached the end of the third. Rockets ahead, leading by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. Warriors trail by 5. Inside. And Brett, you've always seen the flashes, but now it seems the game is slowed down for Kuminga.
Well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Both free throws good for Kuminga. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Şengün. It's stolen by Looney. In transition, here come the Warriors. Oh, Curry with the hustle.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Smith with a screen on Hield. Here's Whitmore outside. Sinks it from distance. And the Rockets lead by 4.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Curry drives in, uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 9 points now in the second half.
Swift movements from Curry. The moment that opening was there, he was in it.
Şengün, a screen on Hield to the paint. And Şengün throw it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. No problems knocking that one down.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Looney against Şengün. Pass to Whitmore. Launches a 3. Good. And the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The Rockets lead by 4. Inside. A nice shot by Smith.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Pass to Payton. Here's Looney. Curry with it. He's covered by Holiday. Another 3 for Golden State.
And he just keeps finding shots. So much confidence on display.
Şengün with it. Looney on the double team. Şengün finds Holiday. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Warriors trail by 3. And he lobs it up. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. Smith outside. Pass to Holiday. It's stolen by Looney. Outside Curry. Now Looney. Now here's Payton. Defended by Eason. Payton passes to Hield. And it's all tied up.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Now here's Holiday. Here's Şengün. No good on the triple. Outside Payton. Pass to Curry. Now Looney. Defended by Şengün. Looney passes to Hield. Shoots over Eason. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, that's a beautiful shooting stroke right there. Really a core essential of Buddy Hield's game.
Here's Whitmore outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Curry. With the teardrop. Blocked. Smith outside. Looking to win the run. That shot missing. Golden State has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Oh, wasted no time on that one. And now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Now here's Curry. Hield passes to Curry. Knocked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. To the inside. Holiday. And there's Smith. That one's good on the assist from Holiday.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close. He's getting the ball.
Rockets will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Holiday. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Looney. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Here's Butler. Clock at 6. Green with a screen on Thompson. Looking to get it going. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on him in Thompson.
The last thing Jimmy Butler's afraid of is a little contact.
Jimmy,
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
He couldn't sink them all, but did just enough to make this a 2-possession ball game.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Just a rookie, but Thompson already taking and making big-time shots.
Outside Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
What work from Steph Curry gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
And Şengün throw it down.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Now here's Butler. Here's Curry. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Curry's got 30.
Smart shot selection from Curry, just finding a gap in the defense.
Here's Green. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Pajemski. Butler with the ball. And it's Şengün picking him up. Butler, a screen on Green. Back to Butler. Stolen by Thompson. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Brooks, the pass to VanVleet. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
And the big X factor VanVleet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
He gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now here's Curry. Butler on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Steps back. Outside for Butler.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
To tie it up. VanVleet. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Curry against VanVleet. Money!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I love it. Slashing his way inside. Green forcing the issue.
Line for 2. Chandler Green.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Good on both.
Yeah, they desperately needed those free throws, and he delivered. It's down to a one-possession game.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
That's a good effort from Curry, just jumping right into the key, not minding who's around, and getting the call.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a two-possession affair.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.